Hello, hello. It is Whitney with messengerofspirit.com, and today we're going to be talking about Mercury retrograde and all the stuff that comes up with it. Specifically, we're talking about priorities. Now, I am no astrologer, and so you might be saying, great, why are you talking about Mercury retrograde? So I'm not going to be explaining the planets and what that looks like. I'm only going to be talking about the energy because I definitely understand energy. So during this time, it is a great time to actually say to yourself, what have I been shoving away? What have I wanted to take action on but haven't? And what are things that are in my energy closet that I need to remove? And now, if you are not familiar with your energy closet, you can go through my older videos and find it. However, when we are working with this energy, this time period, what can really happen is our priorities get put into our face. So why I'm talking about this is I'm actually going to be focusing on spiritual growth around this time period. So we often have to work on boundaries, especially if you own your own business. You may have previous clients reach out, which can be great because it's so nice to check back in with them. But you might have people testing your boundaries, testing your policies, things like that. And what's going to be really important is that you tune into yourself and say, nope, this feels good. And you may have to reinforce the boundaries that you already created. Also, it can be a great time to say, okay, those are some old belief systems, some old ways that I used to operate. All right, I'm reflecting and shifting and changing. Where is my energy now? So maybe you're shifting some things. But why I wanted to focus on this was more so around priorities. So this is a time that you start to go deep and really look at the things that have been bothering you, the things that haven't gotten done, the things that you get to say, all right, okay, I haven't finished this, I haven't finished this, I haven't finished this. Where do I need to focus my energy? And oftentimes we get tested. So if you have said to the universe and your spirit guides, this is what I'm doing, then they're going to say, really? Okay. So let's give you some tests on how you can do this. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? If you're still involved with old aspects of things that you have been saying that you're going to be letting go, then your spirit guides, the universe, and your higher self are going to be saying, okay, you said you don't want to do that anymore. We're going to really show you how you don't like that. So it's a test that happens. And when I say test, you can say the universe is testing you, but really you're testing yourself. Your higher self is really testing yourself. So you're basically making sure and helping to validate what you want to do and what you don't want to do anymore. This can be through work, it can be through trivial tasks. Maybe your chores at the home are to dust and you're like, I cannot stand dusting. I am now going to hire somebody to do it for me. Or maybe you can say, hey, I have to delegate this task to another family member. Things like that. If you are somebody that doesn't like paperwork and you're stuck in a paperwork type of role, you may say, okay, all right, some stuff's really going wrong here. How can I get out of this so that I can continue to move forward? Same with relationships too. So this can be friendships, it can be romantic partners, it can be family. There might be things that have been unsaid that you actually need to say. There could be some tension there that needs to come to pass. You could have old exes coming up. Perhaps there's something that's not quite healed. Maybe you're dreaming about them or they actually contact you. You get to decide, how do I handle this? Do I handle it? Is it appropriate for me to handle it? Or how do I feel like I need to respond to it? So it's really important to follow your feeling on it. But basically it's like one of those games. It reminds me of when you were at an arcade and these little groundhogs would come up and you had that big thing that you would smash and you're trying to like put them back in the hole. Well, with retrograde, it's like things pop up. And so you get to say, nah, I'm going to ignore this, or I'm going to like bop that over the head. That's never coming back again. Or I need to attack this one. And so you get to choose but it really shows you and oftentimes puts you in situations where you have to say, oh, I've got to deal with this. I've got to reinforce my boundaries. I have to reinforce my policies, or I'm really looking at what I want to do over the next year. And so this is really showing me that I no longer want to do this, but I want to do this. Maybe a situation like arguments can come up. And so if that happens in your relationships, then you may notice, okay, what is this teaching me? Whatever comes up, always ask. You can ask the situation, you can ask your higher self, what is this trying to show me? What is this teaching me? Why am I angry? Okay, oftentimes you're angry at yourself because you didn't say what you wanted to say, or you felt like you didn't handle it a certain way, or perhaps you're angry because you're really stuck in the same spot that you really wanted to change 2 years ago. Something like that. So just know that it helps you. And even though we perceive retrograde as not a good time, it's actually a great time to help show you what you need to pay attention to. Now, details can be lost during Mercury retrograde, and so it's really important that we strengthen our communication at work, at home, and in between. Communication with ourselves and our spirit guides too. Really important that we make sure that we do that and we get really, really clear. So it's a great time to open everything up, see what needs to be tossed out. And actually, this is a great time to donate things too. And then you can reorganize it. And then when we're out of retrograde, it's great energy to start new things. And we're coming up on the beginning of 2020. So it's really, really nice to start a new year, new cycle with new energy. That doesn't mean you wait till 2020. It starts right now. So hopefully this has helped you. And if you would like to join our free Facebook group, I would love to see you there. You can join our free Facebook group by going to facebook.com/groups/intuitive tribe. Hope you have a great one.